think it was on Sunday, we got a whole 1/10 of an inch of rain. And what happens whenever it rains? The Adonis blazing star turns green and blooms again. And the bees just love it. I'm going to show some other bee beneficial plants. This is October 30th. And so I'm going to show some more bee beneficial, and also a note that if you haven't tested or treated for mites yet, now's the time to do it. This is for southern Arizona. We just finally got cool enough to use some of the temperature sensitive mite treatments. We all have to be very careful with the temperatures, and we literally have been so hot for so long. But now's the time, so make sure to test or treat. I've been checking some hives and in town for some hobbyists, and there has been some parasitic mite syndrome and some deformed wing virus that I've been seeing. So definitely make sure to get on that. It's very important. Just look at these happy bees. This is desert broom. A lot of people in southern Arizona pull this out. They don't like it in their yard. It does cause some people to have allergies. But the native pollinators and our honeybees need this plant. There's nothing else out there right now that's giving so much in such a desperate time. And they are just loving it. I've got shrubs all over my property, and every one of them is covered. There's some native, don't know if I can catch it. It's a little windy today. There's a native pollinator on there with them. I was over at another one and saw some different wasps. Some little solitary bees that are so quick I can't get them on film. But this plant is definitely a must-have. I will never pull these out. I might trim them up a little bit, give them a haircut, but as far as it goes, I'll even give them some water every now and then just to make sure that they're going to be a good source. Look at all these tiny guys. Look at the little tiny one right there. There's a bunch of like gnat-like things on it too. And there's another native species. She's quite beautiful. Pretty little girl. So if you do have it and you don't mind keeping it, try to allow these just to pop up in your yard. So beneficial. Just look at them go. I mean, even the spiders know. Right there's a spider web. The spiders know that this is going to be someplace that they can catch food. I mean, this is such a beneficial plant. I go on to Facebook groups, gardening groups, chat forums, and everybody for the Southwest is just pull this plant out, and I highly recommend keeping it. Some people do understand the importance of desert broom, and some people don't. The bees are all over the desert broom right now, but these are a wonderful ground cover to put in because the bees just are all over these ice plants, and you can get them in multiple different, I had pink ones and purple ones. My yellow ones are blooming. These were just cuttings from a friend of mine. Susan gave me these because her bees were all over it, and when I was visiting her, I saw the amount of pollen that was being gathered, and I was like, oh, I need some of these. And sure enough, all I did was put them in the ground, and they took. And they're just absolutely gorgeous. The The pink ones and the purple ones are awesome too. So again, the ice plants for ground cover, definitely a plus. So I was gifted a bunch of those, they call them cuties or something like that. I think that's a Mandarin orange. And so I canned them because we had so many that there's no way that Dan and I were going to be able to use them all. And I opened them up, and you know, it's been like 6 months or 7 months or something like that. And they taste horrible. They're terrible. But the bees are liking them. I just threw them out here in one of their buckets that they know to come check to see if there's anything from me to forage, and sure enough, here they are. They're working on the syrup, and I'll probably have to tear some of these segments apart. And maybe it's the segments. Maybe I should have took the time to take the flesh out of it. Maybe it's the oh, I can't remember what it's called, but you can tell. I probably canned them wrong. My loss is the bees' gain.